Well, it's been a minute. Like a persistent cough, we're back. Or at least I am. I am the engineer, and today I want to show a big brain game. So, maybe you've heard of probably a little game called Minecraft. This is gonna be something bigger, badder. Something that looks a little bit like it, but you know what it isn't? First, we gotta, punch trees like the normal things. There's a twist this time. I got a stick. With that stick, I gotta go find some rocks. Look at that. Some rocks. But that doesn't work, does it? We have to find something else. A new dimension. This is Four-Dimensional Miner. A fun little indie game made by one person and one person alone. They are creating a four-dimensional open sand block game. So right now there isn't very much. There's a couple of monsters that actually are traveling between dimensions, where you yourself can actually look in between dimensions. There's a small crafting system that's, yes, built in. But the more important thing is that you can travel between dimensions. So when scrolling your mouse wheel, you move along the fourth dimensional axis. So for example, this mountainside here is not actually a mountainside. Scrolling along the fourth dimension, we see a little something more. We can see that it's actually part of a cave system. And there's some iron. But first we have to get some other materials. So, we can collect dirt, but it doesn't drop like normal items. No, we have to search the entire spectrum of the fourth dimension to see where our item may have dropped. It's a fun game. Yeah, it's made all by one person. So, entire credits is just him and the Patreons. These monsters are four-dimensional spiders. They do drop health packets. So, not sure why any of this isn't breaking. Oh, I know why. I think we have to get a second stick. There it is. There's a couple more. Scrolling along. Yep. Crafting still shows nothing. So we'll, that we can't break. Oh, another little spider guy. We'll need this later. I'm gonna go double check because I'm not entirely sure what to do after you get a stick. Well, it turns out I was correct, just not patient. So breaking these blocks with a stick can give you a 50-50 chance of collecting dirt or rock. So there's a fourth dimensional pebble right there. And with each of these, we can eventually make a hammer. So we'll see if we dropped another rock. So yeah, something about the fourth dimension is that in our three-dimensional space, we can only see the X, Y, and Z, but this adds a fourth dimensional space called W. And you can see examples of squares coming in and out of existence. They use kind of they are on their vertices, but they're a little funky. Spheres, I think, are much simpler to understand. So, hopefully I didn't just pick him up. Nope. So spheres, actually, basically, they start out as a sphere in three-dimensional space, infinitesimally small. This one kind of phases in and out. And then as you scroll through, they scroll through three dimensions. We're scrolling through the fourth dimension. They get larger and larger to a certain point, and then they start to shrink again. And in this case, another block is taking that spot. So if we just go ahead and take that rock too, we can jump out and we can make a hammer. So with this hammer, we can actually break some more things and hit some more things harder. So this is where I was thinking the stick came in. So we can get some four-dimensional grass blocks. So this is an example of that cube phasing in and out. Sometimes they like to start with triangles, and then they phase around. So the next step, obviously, is getting some metals. Metal ready, metal sorted. So I'll just break some iron here. Make sure I didn't drop any of it. Yep, so I gotta move out of the way or I'm gonna get crushed by that. And shoved into a fourth dimensional pocket and get stuck. So I've got a good chunk of iron here. Oh, you can now make rocks from stone. That's new. So I'm going to find me a tree that's within our dimension. I'm going to beat it up and beat up the spider again. It does drop Klein bottles, which is a four spatial dimensional object that's actually crushed into our three dimensions. It's supposed to be the infillable bottle with only technically one side if it didn't intersect itself. So yeah, that looks like all the wood in that area. And then I'm going to go looking for the next item that we're going to need. So I've learned something today. I should start looking up stuff before I go off adventuring. So what I thought was the next logical step was to get wood. And it was, but you know, I had the wrong kind. I have midnight wood instead of just regular wood. So with that, since you know, there's no functional blocks or anything in this yet, which it'd be very funkalicious once they come in. So we're gonna take some just raw wood and mash it together with that iron ore, and we're gonna make some iron ingots. Where'd it drop? It was somewhere around here. Alright, I must have gotten it. Anyway, so we'll get some iron, put that in our inventory, and get an iron pick. We'll test it out on this guy. Much better. And so now, the next thing we're looking for is a blue kind of, there it is. It's a bluish shiny ore. So, let's see if I can make this a little safer. And now, with the wave of the fourth dimension, it turns into an entire cave system. So, I'm gonna grab a piece of this iron. There it is. Whatever this dimension angle is, this one's good. So I'm just gonna make sure we didn't drop any. Oop. And there's a couple pieces behind me I didn't even see. So now, in a traditional three-dimensional sense, we are currently phased into the wall, more or less. Yep, so we'll just go ahead and get out of here. There's a piece of iron over here. What was that? There was something over here. I saw it. Alright, well, I have now become encapsulated on my own accord. We're gonna get out this way and escape. I'm gonna see what we can do. So, I'm gonna gonna gather some more lumber. See if we can do a similar thing with mashing the newfound ore and this lumber together. There it is. Ah, deadly bars. Inconspicuous. And what that gets us is a compass and nothing because I don't have anything else any more, so I'm gonna have to go get some. And what this compass is really helpful because this shows you where you are along your directional coordination plane. So if I go ahead and scroll it, it's showing that we're moving along that W, or well, rotationally. And every time we rotate, it's moving in and into a new angle. Oh, spider guy. Dropping some hyper silk. And you know, could have sworn I saw another one out over this way. But there's a lot more dimensions to check than just one navigationally. I'm getting a bit tired of those spiders. So all I'm seeing in there is iron. So I'm going to go up to the top of this hill, see what I can see. Ah, the four-dimensional sun's coming up. Oh, there's a spider guy. And a couple of them coming at us from different dimensions. They didn't know what they had coming. Ooh, there's another one. Spiders and... he's not bothering much. So... alright, well, I'm going to go down into that cave system and see what I can find. Ooh, some blue rock. Midnight stone. Ah, yes. The hypermoon. Oh, that's closing it off. Don't want that. Doing a quick scan of the area, not seeing much. But, you know, an encapsulating pit. Ooh, walls are closing in on us. I may have chosen a bad route. That looks like it might be our only exit. So building in 4 dimensions is just as hard as trying to survive in 4. Because if I scroll away from this dimension, I'm probably not going to get back to it. Ah, there's a friend waiting up there. Alright, well... maybe this guy. Maybe he has something. My goodness, they won't leave you alone, will they? I really like the soundtrack for this game. Swoop. I'm gonna go down and get us some more of this multi-dimensional ore. Destroy some more multi-dimensional spiders. And then subsequently mash it along with some bits of wood. And see what we can get. Make sure to get the right blocks. There we go. I know you got a trunk along here somewhere. There it is. All right. Let's grab some more deadly ore and make us a deadly pickaxe. Something faster, get the top tier. Get it all the way. And this game doesn't have much, but it's actively being developed, and I look forward to seeing what all it comes up with. Wow, one hit. Mining through this like a breeze. Yep. I can't wait until this is a middle tier item. But anyway, I've been the engineer. This has been 4D Miners.